Hey, what's up, everyone? Infinite Nebula here. I got that Gamerverse 2-pack, Venom, Captain America. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't know that this was even dropping. I didn't know that this was a thing that Hasbro was doing because I was keeping up on NECA and SH Figure Arts. I had no idea they were going to drop the most nostalgic Gameverse, is what we're going to call it, because, it's there, but we know from the 90s what this is. So if you do, don't be afraid to comment it down there. Let people know where you know. Let people know that you know. Yeah. And the Venom is so nostalgic. The Captain America, so nostalgic. So 90s Fox Kids. Oh, it's just that's this like time frame that this is from, and it's so nostalgic. And that Venom is just amazing. I have not opened it yet, other than cutting the tape because that's always a hassle. You know how that is. Yeah, this effect for the shield, so cool, super cool. I wish we did get some type of like webbing for Venom, but it doesn't look like he has it. But yeah, it is so cool, man. It's awesome. I saw it. I was totally took like way back, and I was off guard for sure. I looked at my girl. I was like, "No way, babe! Look at this." She had no idea. There's a bit of an age gap, but anyways, like, look at that. Like, that is so cool. I did run into the Wolverine. I just, these are $60 a piece, by the way, for these 2-packs. So, yeah. I couldn't exactly get both at the same time. Hopefully it's still there when, the time comes. And this was also there, and that was there. But, we just can't get everything all at once. So I'm going to open that up all the way through here. There's the Venom on that side. That's so cool. Yep. Absolutely, totally. It's so cool. The shield and this effect, man. Let's just pop this out. Let's check this out. I'm not one to do these like right away. Damn, that tape is on there. That's not tape. They're putting there really nicely. Definitely appreciate that. There we go. Yeah, and then this, go like this, and you pop it in. You just kind of slide it in there. Come on now. Slide it in. Bam, there we go. Look at that. Is that not the coolest thing? That is awesome. I can't help that. That is so awesome. As you can hold it, clip it into his back, and then clip it onto the his wrist. So cool. So awesome. I know I keep saying it, but it's super cool. I love this. Who do we go with first? Eeny, miny, miny, toe. Catch my Venom. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. It's so cool. We're going to take that out the back. Look at that. We even got butterfly joints. That is so cool. Range going forward isn't like super duper because you run to the chest, but to the back, that's a lot. And it's really cool in the detail that with the legs here, and they didn't paint them here because then if you spread it this way, that way, you'd lose it a bit. But yeah, no, that's cool. The range of motion and these butterfly joints to the back is so cool. Like, look at that. That's a lot. And like the muscle definition that they did is really, really good. Really well done. Definitely. Especially with the Eddie Brock face, with the Venom, opening up, so you can see it. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Then we got double jointed elbows. Yeah. Look at my biceps. Yeah, that's not something Eddie says, but you know what I mean. And they did kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger in this, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, it's cool. I love the symbiote when it goes to, like, you know, having the spider effect. It is really cool to me. I like it a lot. Everything's really solid. Articulation. Oh, not so much the legs, though. Like, if you want to kind of spread those legs a bit, it's not going to happen. That's about as far as you're going. You're not going, like, any further than that. So, that kind of sucks. Can't do, like, the splits. Yeah, that's as far as you're going on that. So, yeah. Not great on that, but it's still Venom. It's awesome. Ankle joint pivots. This is weird. So, like, I didn't actually notice that the first time. So we actually have the pinholes here, but the elbows don't have pinholes. This will just cover those up, right? Yeah, everything, the paint's really smooth. It's good. Double jointed elbows. You got pivot wrists. Got you. And then you can bring your ankles down for your feet to walk on your toes. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's cool. Then, oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys this swivels on the thighs. It's really tight. It is really tight. I'm not complaining about that, though. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, they're really, really tight. But the definition, the muscle pattern is very on point. It's kind of weird that they, you know, gave us the pinholes on this and not the elbow. So that is what it is. Double jointed knees, but you can't go like too far up because it's right here. They touch. So, yeah. But it is double jointed knees, so that's cool. Then if you noticed, we did get another head sculpt and open hands, claw hands, you know, grab the face hands. Where's Peter Parker hands? They're both like this, so I'm only going to show one. There's not really, you know. Come here. You know, he just whips his arm at him and grabs him, you know, brings him to him, you know. Cat says, get over here. It's pretty awesome. I like it. I hope you all like it. I'm kind of like taking up a lot of time with this Venom. This head sculpt, that 90s neon green, you know, slime, or you could call it, you know, Venom on Venom's tongue, you know. You could just call it that also. The way these, like, go all the way up, it just tells you, like, how kind of crazy he is, you know. Depending on who, you know, he picks as his host, he will, you know, either act right or not. The menace is here. Yeah, it's so awesome. No, I like this figure a lot. It's very nostalgic to me. I never had a Venom ever as a figure till now. And I've always wanted one. I had the black suit Spider-Man symbiote suit, but I never ever had one of these till now. So that's really cool for me. Yeah, I had Carnage though. In the 90s, you know, if you guys remember what those look like, and they kind of been redoing them, so you should know what they look like. I'm gonna put him up because I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna switch the heads out. We're gonna do a little bit on Captain America. Nothing against Captain America. It's just that I favor Venom more. But we will go through Captain America. After all, he has the best piece in this pack here. And honestly, his paint deca is really smooth. Man, his articulation is freaking amazing. For that butterfly joint, like, that is so nice. I really like Hasbro's butterfly joints. All their joints are very tight, fluid though, and I'm not gonna say like smooth, like, because it is a tad bit of a struggle to move them back and forth. But like, honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing. I actually like that. Let's see if we can get this attached. You can put it on his back. You got an opening right there. Yep. All right. And I kept the, the effect on, but, that would just be off and whatnot. Or it's just always got that drip, just that energy. But, yep. Then we can take that off. I'll put this on the wrist. Oh, that is sick. So sick. Bring that up. Bring that. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. There's Cap with a shield with the effect. He's about to run at you and dash at you and give you the shield to the face for the knockdown KO. Or throw it at you, it's like, wah. Yeah, no. I like the effect. I like everything about this. And the paint detail, I swear, they went all out for Captain America. Honestly, it's a very smooth paint deca for sure. Yeah, double jointed. See, here they got pinless, right? Pinless legs, pinless arms, but they didn't do that for Venom down below. I mean, you can tell that they favored this instead. I'm not gonna hate on it, it is what it is. They went for that. So, I mean, are they the same color blue? Nope. Maybe. Close. It'd be awkward to see him with these legs, but hey, And yeah, look at that. Like, damn near full out splits. Can't do that with Venom. So, yeah, they did a little bit better with Cap. Yeah, no. I'm still really glad I got this, for sure. Probably gonna end up keeping Captain America. I really actually like this. Not a big fan of the flared out boots, stuff like that. The 90s style, I never really liked the 90s style for Captain America. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Might be a hot take, but I never really did like this aesthetic of it. Everything else I was totally cool with, but I just never really liked the wide gloves and like pirate boots. I just wasn't part of that, So, and like, yeah, just look at that. Like, that's like a huge chunk of plastic. But I mean, like I said, I'm not really, mad about it or anything like that. It's just some things that are there that's part of the reason why I didn't like the aesthetic of Captain America over other characters in Marvel. But like I said, this guy can go out the way, and the person that stole the show from me is right here, your winner, by all means, other than his thighs not being able to do the splits or, and like that. So posing is going to be a little difficult, not being able to get that wide range in the legs, in her thigh, to be able to move those very well to make those type of poses. I'm going to be probably doing some shorts and pictures and stuff like that, trying to get it into those type of poses that are really cool, kind of spider-like and whatnot. But, Venom is very, straightforward brute force anyways, so he's not like, he's a very limber character, but they just don't portray it. You know, he's goo. He can literally just move into anything and be anything. So, yeah, yeah, they didn't make him very fluid right here. That's my only gripe about this is can't get that motion. That's the only gripe, honestly. And I mean, two actually could have went pinless here, but that's it. Honestly, that is literally it. Everything's pretty cool. Everything is done, you know, really well. You know, you're not covering the legs and moving the legs stuff. They'd be off point. Everything's good there. So yeah, definitely if you see this pack out and you like Venom or you like Cap, you know, grab it. Make it part of your collection. I mean, if you've never had a Venom, definitely get this. This is great. Honestly, it's so nostalgic. I love it. Like I always say, though, because we're wrapping it up here, this is Infinite Nebula. We out here. Peace.